welcome back to another Mesh Weekly Technical. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and get yourselves over to the free Telegram group. Links all down below in the description. We look into the British pound, Japanese yen. So on the monthly, as you can see, very bullish. 5 days left on closure, and unlike GU, SPX, the NAS, and all those other instruments we're doing the technical analysis on, you can see with GJ on the monthly closure, we've got 5 days left. We're still seeing a lot of momentum. We're not seeing that. We're not seeing that pullback. We're not seeing that wick created at the top. What we've been seeing on the other instruments, suggesting that there is a lot of bullish volume in GJ at the minute. Obviously, on the technicals and with the Bank of England hiking rates, we're seeing a lot of GBP strength at the minute. So I'm expecting this bullish move to continue, but obviously we have to be careful with just obviously confirmations, and we have to wait for some sort of retracement. But obviously on the monthly, as you can see, very bullish, and this previous area that we were looking at, it's played out perfectly, where we've seen this big move to the downside, and we were hoping that once we see this structure point and we started to see these levels break on GJ to the upside, that we were going to start to mirror this, obviously filling out all these gaps on the way up, all these imbalances in the market, and that it's played out like perfectly. So let's go down into the weekly, very bullish on the monthly at the minute. So we go down into the weekly, a similar looking chart as the monthly, very bullish at the minute. We're not seeing much in the way of retracement at the minute. So we see that this little area of structure before absolutely ripping up through these zones. Oh, excuse me. We got this area around 171,500 that was establishing resistance, which once we seen resistance established here, we had this little pullback, then absolutely ripped through that area, and that's where we've seen a lot of this bullish momentum coming. Once we've seen that importance area around 171,500, like say, once that broke, we did see this big, massive bullish move. Looking at the previous week's candle, so we had obviously the week before last, we had this big bullish move to the upside, no wick on the top of that one, and then we had a bit of a retracement, grab liquidity from these zones that we've broken through, and now we've got a nice bullish hammer for the last week's closure, suggesting that we still got a bit of bullish momentum. We still got a little bit to go potentially. So we closed above that 182,500 area on the weekly, down into the daily. Once again, unlike the other instruments we've been analysing today, you can see we're still maintaining that bullish structure throughout. So we've got nice clean bullish structure on the monthly, nice clean bullish structure on the weekly, nice clean bullish structure on the daily. So we've got our multi-time frame synchronicity. So very bullish on GJ at the minute, even though we are seeing a lot of imbalances in the market. We're seeing all these gaps on the way up, and this is just on the daily chart, by the way. So if we go down into the smaller, so let's just analyze this daily chart. So you see, we've got this area consolidation that we were mentioning. We had price started to move sideways within this area before, once we broke out above 174.300, broke out above this area, we came back, we had this perfect retest, this confirmation before heading out to the upside. So once we've broken and give us this bullish engulfer on the daily, you can see then we've had a lot of bulls come into the market, taking place all the way up to this 177,500, to this 180, 350 area as well. So we absolutely ripped through all of those zones, but then price is starting to see establish a little bit of resistance around the 182 area before pulling back. But the sellers were only able to bring it back into 180, 300 area before price established support and then took up again, and it broke through this daily structure point and this small area of consolidation on the lower time frames. It broke through that area with a lot of momentum, established resistance at 182,500, pulled back, grabbed liquidity, and then as you can see, it came up and it's closed above that area, 182,500 area, and sitting there. It's a nice bullish signal. Like you say, we have this candle, which it's broken through all of this structure. It closed above all of this structure, this previous high, it's closed above that. It's also closed above this previous candle. It's engulfed a bullish engulfer. It's engulfed the last couple of candles. So it's a nice bullish variation pattern. It's a very, very strong bullish signal. This obviously on the daily as well. So if we go down into the 4 hour, once again, the 4 hour, you can see this, started to see price came up. We had this little bit of resistance around 182 area. So we see price established support on the 4 hour at 181.200 area. And then we stayed within this range for a little bit. We had this sideways consolidation. And then when price didn't maintain support, we seen price came back down to retest this area at 180.300, sorry. Before we came up, retested that consolidation, gave us a bearish candle suggesting that we were going to start to go down because we've obviously retested that area of consolidation, nice clean confirmation. But then obviously 180.300 area it's too much support established here. So then we see price start to get stuck within this range. But then obviously we've started to break out of this. As you can see, price came back into that area of consolidation. But now we're starting to break out of it. We had these, just to pay attention to these couple of wicks here, these big strong rejections of that 183 area. So as you can see, resistance established 183, came back down, bounced up this area, but we can see these wicks to the upside, which is giving us that rejection of 182.500 area. But then price broke out of that area and now we're trading above 182.500. So potential scenario got, so obviously price can open up, establish support at 182.500 before trading up into 184.200 area, which gives us a movement to around 170 pips, 175 pips. So it's quite a sizable move. If we do see price establish support at 182.500, we could potentially see this move playing out. But just going off these previous wicks, and we could potentially, with GJ opening up on obviously Sunday night tonight, in the early hours of market open, we could see price break down below this 182.500 area before coming back inside this range here. So failing price, if price invalidates this area at 182.500 and we don't see support established, then we could be coming back into trade within this area of consolidation on the 4 hour. If we do come back into this range, I'll be waiting to see what happens within this range. If we break down below 1,800.350 area, then we can look potential counter trend trades back down into, we could look for potential counter trend trades back down into either this area around 177.500 or back down towards 175 area. But once again, the trend is your friend. I like to only take higher probability counter trend trades, but with GJ being very bullish, I'll be looking for this area to establish support, maybe trading back into this range before establishing support at 180 area or bouncing back up. But yeah, that's me. That's what I'll be looking on GJ at the minute. We've even got the potential to come all the way back down to this 175 area. Let me just go down into the 1 hour, sorry. But on the even on the 1 hour, we're seeing this nice bit of structure on the 1 hour being created. So we came up, we've had the retest and we've had a third leg extension, and then we've also had the retest of this area of support. This is all on the 1 hour, but once again, with price opening up tonight, during the Asia session, we may see price break down and start to come back inside this range. Obviously, guys, get yourselves over to the Free Mesh Telegram group, and we update our technical analysis midweek, and you can be missing out on a lot of moves, obviously, that we can't see during our technical analysis on a Sunday. Once we start to see more price action and obviously data from fundamentals throughout the week, then we do update our technical analysis and update our position. But just going off the daily chart, I'll be, like I say, 182.500. If we establish support here, I'll be taking trades up until 184.250. If we don't manage to maintain support above that area and we start to trade back into that area consolidation, I'd like to see us break back out of that before taking longs. Or as mentioned, yeah, we are very bullish on GJ, so be careful taking counter trend trades. Obviously, it's for the more experienced traders to counter trend trade, but there is a potential for these gaps to be filled down here. So we could see quite a sizable counter trend move if we do break below 180. Call it 180 flat, obviously, with these wicks over here. So call it 180 flat. Puts us around here, which is, yeah, so on the daily, we've still got them wicks, but if you look on the 4 hour, we've had these wicks come down, tap that area before rejecting and pulling back up. So if you are looking to take the counter trend trades, you have to be very careful and build your confidence. But this is a potential move that I'll be eyeing up on GJ. But yeah, just get yourselves over to the free mesh Telegram group, guys, and otherwise you're missing out. But that's me outlook on GJ for this week.